Hey everybody, it's Mike from Omega Survival, and I want to show you a quick review and field test of my Swiss Army Victorinox hiker. I went through almost all of their knives until I found one I really liked, and I carry this one with me every day. I also use it in the woods all the time, and to start, it's got a toothpick. I eat a lot when I'm in the woods, so that's actually handy for me. I clean it with an alcohol swipe when I'm done, and just a little pair of tweezers. It has a good Phillips. You can get a lot of torque on it, like that. It's I believe #2 Phillips, the standard. It's got a very sharp awl right here, which I also use as a little bushcraft drill. I could bore out little 1/4-inch holes with it. And it's got the small knife. It makes a great little carver. I keep it razor sharp. It's a full flat grind with a micro bevel. And this knife's stainless steel. And Swiss stainless steel. There's the large knife. I also keep razor sharp. It's got the can opener. You ever bring a can of beans with you, or chunky soup like I do sometimes in the summer? These work really good. They open the can up. I sharpen the tip of this up a little bit so it punctures a little better. And on top of that right there is a small flat head. Here's the bottle opener. And a large flat head. And here's the saw. For a saw of its size, it's pretty aggressive. As you'll see later in the video, you can see I use this knife. You'll see later in the video that this saw blade works very good for sparking a ferro rod and for cutting small trees and small limbs. There's a small key ring. You can hook a lanyard up to that. And I think it's a great alternative to a Leatherman. It's much smaller, much more compact. It doesn't have the cutters on it, or the pliers, or needle nose, whichever model you get. But nonetheless, it's still a great tool. It still has a lot of functions, and they're built a lot better than I remember. I haven't had one in a long time, and I figured I would get one recently, and I actually find myself using it a lot. So stay tuned. I'm going to take you out in the field with me, and we'll get started, and I'll show you some of the things I use this for out in the bush. So stick with me. I'm going to go over some of the functions of the Swiss Army hiker. I showed you a more detailed description before, so stay tuned, and I'm going to show you some of the things I do with this. And it's one of my most used knives right now. The first blade I'm going to show you is the little blade. It's a really good wood carver. It's a completely flat grind with a micro bevel, stainless steel, and I keep it very sharp. As you can see, I'm putting almost no effort into that at all. These things hold a really nice edge, and they're good little wood carvers. It's a good all-around little camp knife to keep in your pocket. This knife is really good for fine work. And I'm going to show you a few other things I use it for. Now switch it to the larger blade. Got a little bit more of a bite. You can see that. Real easy. Like I said, I keep it really sharp. I keep a really nice edge on them. Another one of the functions I use a lot with bushcrafting is the awl. If you get it started, it works really good like a hand drill. If you gotta bore a hole in something, it works good for leather and anything you might need to score. Because I do that too. That's the carpenter in me, I guess. And it has a really good little pocket saw. It's actually pretty aggressive for its size. And it's not the best. It's not going to work like a Bahco Outlander. But if you have nothing else and you're stuck out in the woods, this is all you got in your pocket. It takes a little bit of work, but you can build a shelter with it. And works good. I'm going to show you some other uses I actually really use this for, and I'll get to that in a second. This saw works alright. Just strike a ferro rod. No problem at all. Get a fire started up in a couple of seconds. I'm going to show you another way I use this to get a fire started when I can't find quick access to a bundle like that. Really quick and easy fire. No problem at all. We got that going right away. I just find down trees and you can rip dry bark off of them and just fluff it up really good. It takes a really good spark from the ferro rod. Another way I sometimes get a fire going is I find dry wood. And I just cut it. I make a few slices to get a pile of sawdust together. I don't know if I have enough yet. You gotta make sure the wood's dry. It's really dry. That's important. This works better with fat wood, but as long as the wood's dry, you can get a fire going. Well, I got hot embers. I can personally get a fire going from that. But, you see the point. So, that was my quick review of the Swiss Victorinox Hiker. And I hope you enjoyed my video. Until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.